everyone, this is NelsonJM, and in this episode we are going to look at the update on the NECO 2026. Now, as we all know, the NECO 2026 has started. Schools have started downloading the software, but there is a new update as of yesterday, the 10th of March 2026. Now, the update is about trade courses. As you know, the trade course on the NECO has been made compulsory, so all schools were advised to adhere to the new updates in terms of the trade course. But now there is a change. Now, what is the change? The change is that this software you are using that had a compulsory trade course has been updated. So what you need to do is to head over to neco.gov.ng. You go to our exams, and click on SSC internal. When you scroll down to this point, you would notice that it's still the same location. Click this very version of the software and install it on your system. After installing this version of the software, as you can see, I've downloaded it. If I click to install, it's just like somebody who has the 2025 version. If you have not downloaded before, you don't have an issue. But if you had not installed on your system, you don't have an issue. But if you had installed on your system, then you would need to go through this process. And this process is supposed to install a new version of the software. As you can see, NECO will tell you another version of the product is already installed. You need to uninstall this for you to start using the new software. We'll click OK. So the instruction is for you to come here and export your candidate. Because I've started working and the update has distorted my activity, I need to export this. This is to keep my this is to make sure that every work I've done, if you had multiple schools, you need to export each of the schools. So as for this school, I had 146 candidates and I have exported it. This is the only school on the database, so it has exported that very school for me. I would now close this and head over to control panel. I'm using control panel because most of you are working either on Windows 10 or Windows 8. Head over to control panel, go to programs and features. And some of you might not see this window directly. You might be seeing something like this. If you are seeing something like this, it's the same thing. Go to uninstall a program. So if you go to uninstall a program, head over to the NECO. You would find the NECO software here and uninstall this application. Allow it to prepare and install. It's taking a bit long. Couldn't access the network location. So this is usually the issue with NECO. So if you are experiencing this issue, cancel it. Okay, let's cancel this. I'll use this option instead, change. Now if you use the change option, what I want to do is to remove this. great. I've removed this software. So the uninstall option usually doesn't work on NECO. The same thing if you go to settings and you try to use, you would have to use the modify option. So after this, if we refresh, we shouldn't have the NECO there. Now we'll close this and proceed again and launch this setup. So this time the setup went successfully. Because I have an antivirus, you need to be careful and make sure you don't block the software from installing on your system. Make sure you monitor your antivirus. Installing prerequisite. First of all, it tries to install Java. Java is installed. It's trying to install Footronic. It will find out that Footronic is already installed. This is taking longer because I didn't uninstall Footronic. If I had uninstalled it, will just pop up for me to reinstall it. But Footronic is already installed. So if you want to make it faster for yourself, you can just uninstall Footronic as well. Footronic is found still on the control panel. Uninstall a program. You would find Footronic fingerprint here. It's preparing to install. I think I'll pause this video until it comes up. So what because this is taking longer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this. I'll just force it to stop. I want to force the installer to stop. And let's say probably it's taking up most of my space. Let's see. Maybe I can find it on the CPU. Footronic install. I would stop this activity. Good. So the same thing, you can come here and stop this. Let's go and remove Footronic first. Select Footronic, but this one you can just uninstall it. Good. Footronic is gone. So I can go ahead and launch. So you might face the same problem if you try to make this update, and this video will help you solve it. So as you can see now, it's going to pass way faster. Good. Finished, and we allow NECO to finish installing. So for you to proceed from here, all you need to do, if I refresh this, my NECO should be back. Yes, but it's the newer version. So I would launch it again. Okay, now this is actually the download file. This is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the installed file. So from here, I can just enter the school. Good. So this is it. I'll just go back and go to my desktop, select the school and import it. So last year's import and export allowed you to insert a password for the process. So right now this software has been reinstalled. As you can see, I didn't need to update the information of the school because the previous database is still on this system. So all that changed was at the registration. Now at this registration, let's see if we try to install register a candidate. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's take our John Doe. John Doe is male. John Doe is from Bayelsa State, from Brass or Kerma, local government. Date of birth. John Doe should not be more than 26 years old. Anything? No. Save. Now John Doe can register other subjects, but John Doe is a science student. So as a science student, what can John Doe do? John Doe can go to business and take marketing. If John Doe wants, he can pick any of these traits. If he doesn't, he will just save, and that's all. So you see that previously we need to select a trade course, but right now it is not compulsory. So this is the update on the NECO, and if there's any question, I'll get back to you and help to resolve it. So thank you.